Hey guys, this is Dimitri with Joe's Gaming and Electronics, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to replace the swivel hinge on your Sony XM4 headphones. So first things first, for this video we're going to go ahead and take these apart and show you step by step on how to do the repair. I am going to use a pry tool to take the ear pad off on the right side. The ear pad is held in on clips, so you should be able to just easily pry underneath and pop it up and out of its place. Go ahead and remove the foam cushion. And for this next step, we are going to go ahead and remove these 4 silver screws. The tools that I'm using for this repair, we do sell these on our website as well. The link will be in the description down below. When I remove the screws, I like to take it and put it inside the foam cushion so that I don't lose them. Once we have removed the 4 silver screws, we're going to go ahead and take our handy dandy flathead. We also sell this on our website as well. I highly recommend getting this tool. It is much necessary for a lot of repairs that you will be doing with electronics. So once we have removed the ear pad and the 4 screws, we're going to go ahead and take our flathead and kind of get it in between this crack and just pry it up lightly. Once we have done that a little bit, we're going to go ahead and pull the touchpad open, and we're going to grab this ribbon right here and disconnect the touchpad from the power board. Set that aside. Once we have completed those steps, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and unplug the battery. To unplug the battery, you can just simply untuck the wires and just pull up like so. Once that is complete, go ahead and just pull the wire out of the way. The next step that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and unplug this ribbon that is connected to the battery as well. Unplug that, and then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remove the 2 screws that are on the power board. We got one right here and one right here, so go ahead and remove both screws. Once both screws are removed, go ahead and disconnect the main wire from the power board. I like to kind of hook my fingernail underneath one end and use the flathead screwdriver underneath the other and just push up. Like so. Once you have done that, go ahead and untuck it from the point that it is sitting in, and we're going to go ahead and untuck this wire as well and just pull the charger or the power board up. Once we have pulled the power board up, go ahead and take the main wire and just kind of untuck it as it is being held in between the grooves. Once we have done that, our next step that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remove these 2 silver screws. Once we have removed the silver screws, go ahead and grab this side and just pop it up. Once you have popped it up and out, go ahead and just push the other side out. Like so. Once that is done, we're going to go ahead and take this piece and set it aside. You're going to want to go ahead and remove this piece as well. Take the main wire and bend the clip sideways so that it fits, so that you could feed it through, like so. Go ahead, set that aside. And the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our flathead screwdriver and we're going to go ahead and remove these little circle rubber gaskets. Once we have completed that, The next step that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our flat head screwdriver, and we're going to go ahead and pry underneath here and just lift it up and peel it. This piece is held on adhesive, so you just want to peel it up. Don't peel all the way, just about until you see that this side is starting to pop up. Once we have done that, we're going to go ahead and right here on this end, we're going to pop this side up, and we're going to follow the same steps and peel it up until we see that it's starting to split open up top. Be careful when you do this so that you don't actually snap this piece. I like to grab it like this and just kind of peel it gently, and it should pop right off. Be careful when you are removing this. When you peel, you kind of want to peel so that this side comes up first. You want it to come up and out because there are these two pins that are located on this panel piece, and they do connect inside there, and if these break, then you're going to need to buy a new part because it won't be able to clip in and it won't sit snug. Once we have removed that, go ahead, set it aside. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull the wire through, and we're going to take these two screws off. Once we have removed the screws, go ahead and take off the broken swivel. Once we have removed the broken swivel, if this gasket is broken, you will need to replace it. We do sell these on our website as well. In this case, since this one is broken, I'm going to go ahead and replace it. It is very important that we have this piece, so I'm going to go ahead and replace that with the new one. So to put this gasket on, you're just going to go ahead and slide it over the wire. You want to feed it all the way to this hinge, and it's going to go over the first divot. There's two in there. You want to make sure that it's on the one closest to the wire. Once you have done that, you're going to go ahead and grab your good hinge swivel piece, and you're going to go ahead and feed the main wire through it. You're going to place it snug like that. And these pieces should come with this U-shaped, it's like a shoe horse looking metal piece, which that does go in from the top. Like so. You're going to want to go ahead and push it in. This is the piece that holds the swivel to the hinge. Once that is done, take your flathead screwdriver and just kind of push in, make sure that it's in there nice and snug. This one is in. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the outside panel, and we're going to go ahead and screw the swivel piece to the outside panel. So we're going to take these two silver screws and screw down the swivel to the panel. This is how it should look once you have done that. It should be able to twist without any issues and fold as well. Once it's doing that, you are good to go on your next step. So for this, you're gonna see that the wire is already kind of bent in the direction that it needs to go. So there are little grooves and divots on this panel. So we're gonna go ahead and just feed the wire and tuck them into those grooves. I like to use the flathead screwdriver to kind of push the wire in. So that it's snug. Once that is complete, go ahead and take this piece and start from the top by just pushing straight down. You should hear it clip in. And once you've done that, go ahead and just tuck it and push this inside piece in. And right at the ends, it should clip in. Like so, and it should sit fairly snug. Once you have completed that, go ahead and take these gaskets and put them back on the ends. And once we have done that, we're gonna go ahead, flip the headphones over and proceed by attaching it to the main housing. But first things first, you wanna remember to put this piece back on. You wanna make sure that you install it correctly. Once we have done that, go ahead and the side that you pulled out last, you're gonna go ahead and insert that side in first. Like so. And once you have done that, go ahead and make sure that none of the wires get pinched as you sit this piece back down. Once you have done that, go ahead and take these two silver screws that we removed. We're gonna go ahead and put them back in these two holes. Once we have completed that step, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take this main wire and we're gonna tuck it underneath the black and the white wire. And when I say underneath, I mean underneath these two wires. And as we do that, we're gonna go ahead and push this main wire down into the grooves so that the wire is being held. Go ahead and use your flat head screwdriver if you need to do this. Once that is done, go ahead and just place the power board back into place and line it up with these two divots. Once that is complete, we're going to go ahead and fasten the power board back to the main housing by using the two black screws that we originally pulled. Once we have completed that step, go ahead and plug this wire ribbon back into the power board. Once that is complete, go ahead and tuck this wire back into the speaker housing or main housing. And next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and plug in the main wire back into the power board. Whatever you do, make sure that the battery is the first thing you unplug and it's always the last thing that you plug in. Once that is plugged in, go ahead and plug in your battery. Perfect. Once you have completed that, go ahead and take your touchpad and plug this ribbon back into the power board. There's a black line on the ribbon. You know it's fully plugged in when it's lined in with the actual clip on the power board. Once you have done that, go ahead, gently close this. Inspect as you close to make sure that no wires popped out and that you're not pinching any. Once you have done that, go ahead, flip the headphones over, and we're gonna go ahead and install the long silver screws. And these silver screws always go where there's an arrow indicator. Once you have fastened the touchpad back to the main speaker housing, you're going to take your foam cushion and you're going to place it back. You know which way is right side up by looking on the housing. If you look, it's straight right here, and up top it's kind of curved, and on the foam piece it's straight at the bottom and on top is curved. So you're just going to go ahead and place it down to its form, and then we're going to go ahead, take the ear pad, and we're going to place it on top, and you should just be able to push and hear the ear pad clip in. Just push on the edge of the ear pad. And once you have done that, just go ahead and give it a little tug to make sure that you have fastened the ear pad back on. And once you have done that, you have successfully completed the repair. And that is how you do the hinge swivel replacement on your Sony XM4 headphones. And if you need any of the tools that I used in this video, there will be a link in the description down below that will take you directly to our website where you can purchase the tools necessary for this repair. And we do also sell the hinge swivel on our website as well if you are looking to do this repair on your own, and we do also provide a mail-in service. If you would like to send it in and have a professional fix it, you can do that as well by visiting joesge.com. Thank you and have a phenomenal day.